Hi, I'm Natanya Montez, Dean of Student Affairs at College of DuPage, and I'm joined today by our trustee, our student trustee, Ayesha. Ayesha, thank you so much for coming in today.
You're so welcome. I'm so excited.
So I have a few questions for you as we all get to know you a little bit better, and it's so great to be here with you. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, as you know, my name is Ayesha Shafiuddin. I was an immigrant to the country back in 2012 with my family. I immigrated here from Saudi Arabia, and then I became a citizen of America in 2018. So I've had a long journey of assimilating as well as acclimating myself and adapting to the culture as well as learning the language. And that has been a process and a journey on its own, but it has given me great insight and perspective on what the type of person I want to become, the opportunities that I see around me, and it gives me a lot of perspective.
Well, that's great, and happy 10-year anniversary then.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. So tell me a little bit about why you decided to run for the student trustee position.
When I first came to COD, I noticed that there was so much activity happening on campus, and that excited me. It gave me a lot of pride as a student of COD in college and the College of DuPage. But the reason why I decided to run for student trustee is because I noticed that even though there was so much activity happening, a lot of students would not partake. They would go straight to class and then straight home. And I was also stuck in this routine until someone reached out to me. So my initial goal, and it is still my goal, is to increase student engagement, especially with our college activities.
What do you hope to accomplish this year as our student trustee, given that you're representing close to 22,000 students?
Now, I know that there are a lot of different types of students at COD, and what my goals are is to involve a lot of students on the activities that happen on campus and create this sense of belonging in our community. Our community college, College of DuPage, is a gem for our DuPage County, and I know this because I've seen our faculty go out of its way to treat our students with top care and quality. So what I really want to do is show students exactly how they can get the resources, the opportunities, and feel that sense of belonging.
So a lot of students describe sort of feeling scared or feeling a little anxious in terms of getting involved and trying to figure out where they fit in terms of different clubs, different organizations, different events. So what advice would you have for them in terms of getting past some of that fear?
I feel you. I was there myself too, and it's not easy to go out of your comfort zone. I would tell those students, just take a leap of faith, believe in the possibility that you might learn something walking away, and you probably will. Whether it's learning something about yourself or learning about the opportunity that you involved yourself in, you will always learn. And if that is the mindset, the positive attitude that you have, you will walk away happy.
That's wonderful. And I think it also speaks to you can learn a lot both in your classes and so much more outside of your classes as well.
Absolutely, yes.
So it's wonderful that you got involved in such a challenging time, in terms of the pandemic and how people are sort of getting involved. So what advice would you have for students in terms of how to be successful at COD during these challenging times where there's a lot of transition that's going on?
I would say my number one advice for that is to get to know people. I think the pandemic has impacted all of us in a negative way, especially with our social anxiety. I've noticed that patterns of anxiety have increased over the pandemic, and especially on our mental health. And I know that our mental health is very serious, but the way we can overcome it is creating that sense of belonging, making sure that we're reaching out and connecting with other people. The more you get to know the community, the more involved that you will feel. And I think that students can overcome these challenges because they can rely upon their friends.
Well, students are very lucky to have you representing them. So how can students connect with you or bring their concerns to you?
I am also a Student Leadership Council officer, so students can find me at this SLC office, which is the SSC 2214 office, and it is in the BIC building. You can also find me online. I have a couple of social media platforms. I'm most active on my Instagram, which is _lady_Ayesha, and it is my personal account, but I have it left public so that anyone can DM me with any concerns at any time.
Great, because I'm sure that lots of students are going to want to connect.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you again for taking the time to meet with me today, and I really, hope that we can have more conversations like this in the future.
Of course, it's been a pleasure.
Take care.